This occupation-based kit is decorating a mini Christmas tree. So grab your warm winter fuzzy socks, play some Christmas music, and let's get started! This nifty little cylinder container has everything you need in it, so let's dive right in. The first step is to grab your cylinder and to take all of the contents out. This kit is going to be perfect for someone who values Christmas or who really enjoys their leisure time decorating a Christmas tree. This kit includes 4 things that you need. Number 1 is your silver Christmas tree. Number 2 are your ornaments. Number 3 is your red tinsel. And lastly, you need your Christmas lights. If you recall, the first step was to take the contents out of the cylinder. The second step is going to be to fluff out your Christmas tree. This is best by using the palm of your hand or your fingers to fluff it out in the way that you want it. Unfortunately, my video froze at this time. I'm not sure why, but let's move on and see how the Christmas tree looks after fluffing it. After your Christmas tree is all fluffed out, the next step is to take your tinsel and to wrap it around the Christmas tree. This is going to require some fine motor skills or dexterity and requires you to manipulate the tinsel with both hands. As you can see, I'm wrapping the Christmas tree right now. While I'm wrapping the Christmas tree, it's important to note that this activity would be inappropriate for someone who doesn't celebrate Christmas or for someone who doesn't find value and meaning in decorating a Christmas tree. Let's move on to step 4. Step 4 is to add these gorgeous Christmas lights that are battery powered. These Christmas lights are probably the trickiest part to put on. This is because it requires really good coordination. For example, as you can see, I have to hold the Christmas tree as I'm wrapping around the lights. It's important to know that you have to move the battery and the rest of the lights with you as you move around the tree. It is also important to note that these lights can shock you if you break them or bite through them or chew them. Because of that, this task is also probably inappropriate for someone under the age of 5. Putting on these lights will definitely take the longest out of all of the steps. So for the sake of time, let's fast forward to step 5. Step 5 is putting on the ornaments. Your client can use either one hand or use both hands to put on the ornaments. One way to do it is to put ornaments on the floor and just grab them one at a time. Another way to do it is to hold ornaments in one hand and put them on the tree with the other. This step also requires you to either move the tree around as you're putting the ornaments on, or to move yourself around the Christmas tree to make sure ornaments go on every part and every side. I find that this activity is perfect when working with a child with autism or a child with sensory issues, and it's also a great activity for individuals who have had a stroke or who have a weakness in one or both of their upper extremities. This is because there's multiple sensory input, as well as it requires you to use elbow, wrist, and finger joint mobility. Isn't that just lovely? It's looking pretty cool in the dark as well. Ooh, ah. Now that we're done, let's talk about some possible adaptations. These adaptations could be useful for a stroke patient as well as a child that has sensory issues. The first adaptation is to use a fork or any pronged tool to wrap around the tinsel. This makes it both easier as well as it helps anyone avoid touching the prickly feeling of the Christmas tree. The alternative to that is to just keep the stencil on the spool and have them wrap it around that way. One more adaptation is good for both a stroke patient and a child with autism. When touching the tree and fluffing it out, you can also use a spoon and push down on the branches to fluff it out, as seen here. Finally, let's get to some grading. To grade up or to make this a little bit more challenging, you can put it on an uneven surface just like this. As you can tell, it makes things a little bit harder to balance. This will require your patient or your client to practice coordination when it comes to balancing and putting on the ornaments, the tinsel, and the Christmas lights. To grade down or to make things easier, you as a therapist can come in and help stabilize the tree as well as grab the ends of the tinsel and the lights as the patient wraps it around. If thinking about sequencing, one more grade down is to provide written or drawn instructions, and one more grade up is to verbally say instructions at the very beginning and provide no more verbal cues throughout the activity. Thanks for watching!